right? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to deliver my first speech about the motion this House would require school to use mother tongue as official instructional language in the school. In this motion, I have one argument which explains about the positive use of mother tongue as official instructional language. But before that, I would like to explain what is our motion today. So, what is a mother tongue language and why is it important to know? Well, mother tongue language is a language that we achieve when we were born, okay? A language that is progressed when humans interact with their family, close social community, and also environment. This mother tongue language is really important due to human structural thought, where they were starts from the first language they acknowledge. Now, I will explain my reason about why it's important to apply in school and use it as our official instructional language. Intelligence in mother tongue or language is really important to the next process of learning because mother tongue or language is treated as a structure of thought, like as I was saying before. A less intelligence in mother tongue or language tend to frequently cause a problem to hardly learn another language. Okay? That's why school nowadays must treat mother tongue or language as their official instructional language. Mother tongue can also make a tighter bond between students and teacher. Why? Because that's the language they use every day, and the understanding problematic in learning will easily solve in the use of mother tongue or language. Thus, that's why it's important to apply it in school as an official instructional language.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to talk about the motion of this House would require school to use mother tongue as official instructional language in the school. Such as we know, when we are born, our mother tongue is the first language we know and to use for every day to communicate. It's very important before deciding to take children with two languages at once. Make sure that the child development is normal and does not have speech delay. And then, mother tongue is a cultural value that needs to be preserved so that it does not become extinct. Because in the current era of globalization, the use of foreign language is very much in demand. It's not allowed to use foreign language. It's just that it must be balanced. Like we know, in one school, there must be different type between Japanese, Sundanese, Lebanese. Okay, that's all from my
gentlemen. Today I will tell you about my statement require school to use mother tongue as official instructional language in the school. Language is said to be uniquely human and distinguish it from other living things. This statement doesn't mean that only humans have communication devices. And in the next, I will tell you about the definition of mother tongue. Mother tongue is the first language mastered by humans from the birth through interaction with the fellow members of the language community, such as family and the community. Parents and environment have a big share in the equation of language that will persuade in the formal institutions. And my argument, the first, the concept of mother tongue is not the same as local language. Mother tongue refers more to the local variant, which is mastered and used the means of the communication. And the second, to preserve the local language, which is the mother tongue of the most Indonesian. It can be done by the function of regional language as the language of interaction for family education. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I would to give you my opinion about this house would require school to use mother tongue as official international language in the school. Before that, I would like to give you what is the mother tongue. Mother tongue is the first language we have from your family. That's the first language you know, and we are more better understand that language more than the first language. As in Indonesia have Indonesian as the first language, and that language are used to as official international language in the school. And like we all know, in Indonesia have a more mother tongue, and then have a more mother tongue, and by the time is a lot of mother language is missing because the children not used in daily activity, because there are that to use Indonesian language. So I'm really agree should school be use mother tongue as official international language in the school, because I have 2 points. I have 2 positive things why should we use mother tongue language. The first, it's more effective to teach something for students using language that are really understand, really understand about that. In this case, using mother tongue is really effective, because that's our bahasa yang mereka ketahui. And the positive, and the second opinion is using mother tongue as international language in school is that can to make mother tongue not disappear, tidak menjadi bahasa yang hilang. That's it for my opinion. Thank you for.
Now I want to explain my statement about this house would require school to use mother tongue as official international language in the school. UNESCO designates global education monitoring revealed that 40% of the world population access education in language they do not understand. Understandably, the results of the learning process are not understood in the introduction. Thus, many recommend that the process of early learning in the educational world be used in the vernacular language of students. In this case, their mother tongue. The use of this mother tongue, in addition to improving the acquisition of the students' studies, is also an effort to protect the language from extinction. The concept of the mother tongue is not the same as the native tongue. The mother tongue refers more to a local variant that is dominated and used as a means of communication by the human child for the first time. As for local language concept, more than a standard variant set by language speakers as correct and proper frame of reference. As a standard variant in language, there are many variants, either because of geographic or social factors. Language are always present in diversity. Not one language in the world is homogeneous. It has variations, but the dialectal and subdialectal. The student of the start class certainly did not have the experience of understanding the dialectical difference in his language with the percentage of that difference. That is, the children of that age have difficulty understanding the vocabulary in another dialect, even in the same language. Second, in the sense of teachers, almost all the teachers who taught the first class did not come from the same mother tongue variant as the students it taught. Problems arise in the aspects of the faculty proficiency. The third, concerning the development of the original language learning material itself. There are still a number of science-related terms that do not have proper terminology in the mother tongue. Mathematics, for example, has many unfound terminology in the cloud language. The term of four divisions, reductions, cunning, adding, angels, and elbows.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I will give a statement about this house would require school to use mother tongue as official introductional language in school. As we know that we live in a country that has a variety of cultures and language. If the mother tongue is used as the language of introduction in schools, as we all know that we grow and learn to speak using the mother tongue, so that it is likely that in the learning process, when using the mother tongue, students will understand the lesson more quickly and easily. Okay, first I will explain about mother tongue. Mother tongue is the language that refers more the local culture that is controlled and used to communicate for the first time, and the language used to the community in everyday life. So well, in addition, students can easily understand learning mother tongue is very easily language compared to the second language, which is an international language that has been used so far in the world of education. Besides being able to improve student understanding of our learning, it is also able to protect the mother tongue from extinction. Can we be just